Righto, let's get this going. Hello, welcome to the Baking Simulator dev stream. Continuing on with the cookie recipe today. That's what we've been working on most of this week. There's a few different places we need to tweak some things. One requiring a web browser, so let me just open one up and go to the correct place. So we need to update the language database to contain a small amendment to the recipe. In fact, I need to Google that as well. So I don't know even know how to Google that. It's the chocolate chip quantity in the recipe says 350 grams. In the implementation is 200 grams. It's just a bit of a shit show. But I think 200 grams is a lot, so I'm going to go for 75 grams. And mix. Let me just show you. So this is the language database. It's just a Google Doc. It's nothing fancy. Column for the keys, they're what we use in game, and then a column per language. So I've just updated this to say add 75 grams of chocolate chips and mix. So we now need to download that as a comma separated file, and then need to copy that into the Baking Simulator folder. So I'll just quickly do that. Baking Simulator, assets, content, language. There we go. Replace that. That will update that file, and we'll reload that in here. And then in the actual recipe, which is the cookie recipe, we're going to change the target chocolate chip amount to be 75 and save that. So that should get that up and running. So the next thing we need to do is add the ability to grab in fact, I'm going to get that submitted before I forget. I need to submit both of them and put it to change the chocolate chip quantity to 75 grams for the cookie recipe. And we'll get that submitted. A very quick fix. I like quick fixes. So next we need to model a baking tray. It's been a while since I've had to model something, so let's get that up and running. Tools. So I use ProBuilder for all my modeling. This is now free as ProBuilder. I highly recommend getting it. I paid a hell of a lot of money for it. I know it's free. I'm not salty about that at all. I say a hell of a lot of money. It wasn't much. I think it was about 100 quid I paid, but I got a few things. So let's just build a cube. It basically allows you to model directly in Unity, which is great. So you can see I've got a cube now, but I can just grab faces and mess around with them. It's been that long that my snap settings are all garbage. So I kind of want quite a thick base for the baking tray, just so things don't fall through it. We are using Unity's physics after all. We can do without that breaking. So if I extrude, sorry, that guy, and ooh, come on, 2, okay. Then we go along this face. And we go along this face. 1, 2. Okay. Now rather than bringing that in, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up again, just so it's nice and thick. Right, now a baking tray. I need a picture of a baking tray. Who'd have thought you'd need a picture of a baking tray? Let's do this thing in a new tab. Baking tray. Images. See, that's what I was thinking. The more curved. Curves aren't fun. So let's grab... Oop, did I grab the right ones there? I don't think I did. And let's use a couple of views here. We can just bring them in to be on a straight diagonal. I can live with that. I feel like that did not select the face. I think it selected all. 1, 2. Man, I suck at modeling. Okay, then go around to this side. Oh, this is a belter. Some good music, bit of Green Day. Sorry for people watching on the VOD, but YouTube copyrights, you know what it's like. I prefer Twitch copyrights, but meh. Right, now I want to take in all of the bottom faces, so we can swivel around here. Oh, why is it not selecting the bottom face? So there's some buttons we can click here. We can do a loop. Select, 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 select. It's somewhere on this list over here. Select edge ring. That did not select the edge ring I thought it would. So let's manually loop around this guy. Way. Okay, I think there's 2 more. Right, now what I'm thinking is, I don't know if this is going to work, I'm going to go to the scale tool and I'm going to bring it in. Just a little bit. Okay, I think that's done what I wanted it to. So the next thing we can do is we can add some smoothing groups to this. So I can grow the selection. They've moved this around since the last I looked at it, I swear. I'm not normally this hopeless. Restrict to angle. If I click grow, let's just increase the angle a little. 80. Hopefully that's stopped around there. Okay. Do I want all that smooth? Or do I want the other smooth? Let's select this top loop as well. And then I'll do the interior as a different smoothing group. I think this might look a bit weird. The weirdest looking baking tray anyone will have ever seen. So if I assign that to 8 and then take the interior, wow, I panned like a numpty then. We'll set that to 6, I don't really care. And he should look a little more metallic. Something weird's going on over here. So yeah, so we're going to have to take these corner pieces and just give them a different smoothing group. I wonder if... no, maybe that is... Okay, so let's set that back to 8, because that looks crap as well. But let's change his top loop. Yeah, that's what we want. So if we grab all these edges... Has anyone else seen a baking tray that looks like this? And we just want to... Was it 7 or did I want 8? This is why I should have picked like 1 and stuff. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's start again. Let's try not being such an idiot this time. Okay, 1 for the middle, 2 for the outside, for the top, 3 for the outside. Yeah, I bet people come here for this quality baking tray modeling content. Quality. Quality. So if I click that and then mash grow selection and set that to 3. Okay, I'm happy with that. I didn't really want that. I wanted tin, cake tin. And how do I view that? I go to materials and go matte cake tin. Okay, create a new material. Material matte baking tray. Go back to Pro Builder. Click. Material editor, yeah, that's the one I want. And then we put baking tray in here. Select the baking tray and press Alt+2. And got my baking tray and just make sure that's worked. Cool. And then make it look like metal, I guess. Metal. Bit too shiny, isn't it? I don't know if that's a little dark as well. A little more like that. Okay, and we need a mesh collider on that, but we can probably get rid of it. Actually, we have to be a little fancy. Let's add a box collider to it. But then, because we need to put things inside it, let's just drop the height of that a little. Well, a little, he says, and then moves it 7 miles. Technically, it wants to be just less than half of that, so let's go 2. And then offset that to there. Look at that, it's beautiful. And then if I create an empty object and just call it side collision, and then in here we create another empty object and we call it top side. Add a box collider to that. This is where it gets really fun. That was definitely the wrong axis. Not 0.05. That needs to be 0.025. That needs to be this way though. Okay, that's one axis done, and then that's 6 million miles away. Drop this down a little. Move it a bit more to the side. Okay, that'll do. Duplicate that, call that bottom side. Move it all the way down here. Spin around. Okay. Dupe that. Call it left side. Left side. Give it a bit of a rotate. Okay, I should just type in 90. Whack it over one side. Spin around, and then guesstimate. Zoop. I think that's probably about right. And duplicate that, call that one right side. Let's go top down. And that should be done. So I should now be able to put things inside the baking tray. Let's go find the cake tin again. Can I select the prefab? There we go. Drag this into here. We now have a baking tray prefab. So I can put that around here, there and everywhere. So what I might do in a bit is UV unwrap that, and then we can put a little bit of rust in it or something, because we've never seen it perfectly. Okay, he's going to need a pick-upable. He's going to need a rigid body. Put it something like that, and then it needs to be part of this recipe, which means it'll get hidden. Save that. I didn't apply it. Apply that. The baking tray gets everything. Let's get that whirl. So we should now be able to load into the cookie recipe and a baking tray show up. It's kind of easier than expected. Well, I say easier. It was just the box with some sides on. It wasn't a great baking tray, I'll be honest. I'm more worried about the functionality at this point in time. We can remodel things moving forwards. We need to start getting recipes out there. It's also always raining, but it's based upon real world location, and literally at the moment it's been raining and bad weather for God knows how long. I might put a line of code in that makes it sunny, because I'm tired of it raining. Oh yeah, there's a baking tray. Okay, let's go see if we can pick that up. Make sure that language change came through as well. There we go. Add 75 grams of chocolate chips and mix. Cool. And I should be able to just grab this. Let's not worry about the fact that that happens. I am a little worried that it won't fit in here. Wow, my mouse sensitivity was low. I don't think that fits. I mean, it does, but like from a usability point of view, that's going to be very hard to do. So we need to scale it down a little. Let's just give it a nudge. Because obviously at this point in time, your cookies would be literally, oh, that needs scaling. That's what we've learned. Oh, that lighting. The lightning light just looks like crap. Maybe that's the issue. There are no shadows on the lightning light. It has hard shadows. Yeah, that should be not that bad. So we need to scale the baking tray a little. Let's just drop it to 0.8. And then we can move it across a little. Apply that. And we were going to go make it so it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Let's just, I didn't mean to open that one, I meant to open the actual code. So the environment system works by getting your IP address, and then from that calculating your longitude and latitude, and then from that calculating the weather where you currently are. But there's a fallback that says if I can't get your IP address or longitude and latitude, just make some weather up. So in recalculate, I am going to say, just for now, hash if unity editor tracking mode equals disabled. I'm just trying to work out what this does. It sets a random wind speed, but then we use a state. How are states normally used? Weather icon to weather state. So there we go. Oh, we have a weather state clear. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go all the way back to here, and we're going to go hash if unity editor else, and we'll just make it sunny. State equals clear. So let's get the first one that's clear. It should now mean it stops raining. Also means we don't have to query the current weather and stuff every time we start up, so it should load a little quicker. These boot times though, it kills me. Scanning over my thing, pictures of baking trays. That's a bit fancy, isn't it? It's got dipped edge. Bacon trays. Gotta love them. Alright, ladies, break it up. Okay, we're in. There we go, and it's sunny. Let's go see if we can put this in the oven, the baking tray. Also, I don't think I'm happy with where it is. The other bit is, how many is this meant to make? 12 to 15. I don't think you'll fit 12 to 15 on there. Do you think? 1, 2, 3. You can probably get 12. 3 before. You can get on there, can't you? Might make it a bit deeper. That should fit in the oven now, though. Okay, let's just scale that up a little bit. This isn't gonna let me. Let's make that kinematic so I can actually move it. So why does it think it's static? It's a long way from static. I'm surprised it let me pick that up. We've lost it. It's gone. Baking tray. You are not static. You are a mover, my friend. Let's just bump that up a little. And I don't like it being that wonky. Or that close to the front. Okay, I'm happy with that. I best double check and put it in the oven before submitting that, but I'm pretty confident this will work. And then get it checked in. I could just move it into the oven there, but then that doesn't quite... Physically, a full scale one will fit. It's more from a gameplay point of view of does it feel nice to slide it in. The answer is probably no, because when anyone uses that voice and says the words slide it in, it's not pleasurable. Afraid to tell you, neckbeard guys, neckbeard. I just need a shave. I apologise. It's all I can do. I mean, I could just get a shave, and then I wouldn't have to apologise. But that seems... Did I have a baking tray stuck to my arm then? Did I imagine that? I don't know. Something... I might have to watch the footage back there. Maybe it was the edge of that. Yeah, maybe it was just the thing. Ooh. Okay, let's shift my arm out. This is a belter of a song. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think you'll definitely fit the ooh, don't do that. Oh, I'm an idiot. I think you will definitely fit 12 cookies on there now as well, won't you? You need to do 3 by 4 there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5. But you can definitely get 12. Cool. Let's get that saved and submitted. Save all that. Save that. And then do a git commit. Git commit. Cake tin prefab. I don't think I changed that. I probably clicked on it. Screw it. Baking tray, that's new. Baking tray material, that's new. Kitchen, that's new. Okay. Add a baking tray model to the cookie recipe. And then we'll submit the other one as a separate commit, which is... That just changed the line endings, fuck's sake. If we are running in the Unity editor, make it sunny always. Right, that's good progress. So we now need the ability to grab balls of dough out of a bowl. So the problem here is that you end up picking up the bowl all the time. Which is obviously a bit of an issue. I might have to have a play around to see if I can work out why. It's gonna, if your hand's over the top of it, don't do the pickup. The problem is that being able to be picked up and the concept of being a bowl are two separate sort of entities, components, thus being monobehaviors. Oh, excuse me. Let's jump into the cookie recipe. Right. So if I put my hand over the top of it, balls. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, let's try that again. See, like that, I don't know what I'm grabbing. Let's move my other arm out of the way. My guess is that you're catching the edge of the bowl. Whereas if I go like that, ooh, I'm not. Can I view my hand? Maybe like a pickup trigger or something? There we go. So if that guy is colliding with anything, I can't see where it is. Does any of that look like it's overlapping? It's not. That's weird, isn't it? Let's go have a look at the pickup trigger. Looks as if the other item is pick-upable. If it is, we check to see if there's a... If I could get the dot product and say if you're above it, then ignore it. Feels like a hack. To be fair, I can't even see how that thinks that's being picked up. Unless there's... could have collision. Oh, there's a trigger in the bowl. Boom, boom. The convex trigger. It must be triggering that. If I go into here, and attach a breakpoint in here, I think I need to see if the other thing is a trigger. If the other thing's a trigger, you can't pick up a trigger. And then that fixes this weirdness. Are we in? Yes, we've entered. So the other guy is trigger. Okay, we can fix this. Whee! So the other guy is a collider. If it's pick up a ball, nothing to do. It's already picked up nothing. To be fair, we don't even let's early the hell out. Okay, there we go. It's already a thing. The other item is a trigger, not a collider. Wait, it is a collider, but it's a trigger collider. We can't pick up triggers. Let's see if that fixes that bug. If that does, that's going to make life a lot easier. Look at that Unity. Woo! Sellout. Massive sellout. Is that built yet? Nope. Okay, let's give that a whirl. Yeah, if that means I can put my hand in the bowl and grab, then it's going to make life a lot easier. But what I kind of need is when your hand goes in and grab, if it is a trigger, tell the trigger or ask the trigger, are you allowed to be picked up? Or are you allowed to be grabinized? Are you a mixture? Yeah. Maybe that works. Then you could grab the sponge cake mixture. Is that a problem? If someone does that, they're an idiot. Little sister. Is little sister, right? Yeah. I'm not actually a massive fan of Queen of the Stone Age. They grew on me, but I'm not a massive fan of what's this guy? Josh something, isn't it? I'm not a massive fan of him. He's alright. So what we're gonna do now is shift this arm out of the way. And let's just try. That looks like it's working to me. Cool, but if I grab the edge of the ball, that looks like it works perfectly. Nice, let's get that submitted. Don't allow the user to pick up colliders which are triggers. I kind of don't like this. I've also just called a mixture bowl. So if the bowl is not equal to null, I feel like just saying you're a bowl is a bad idea. You're a bowl! Call me an ambulance. You're an ambulance. It's a glass bowl. Doesn't a bowl have a... I can't remember how a mixture gets. I can't remember how that gets put in there. Is it down to the bowl to get a mixture? create mixture. Okay, so it has a bowl mixture prefab on the recipe. I don't remember writing this code. Which is just a cake mixture. Which has a... Okay. So I could make a cookie mixture. Yeah, a cookie mixture. That makes cookie. A cookie mixture, then I can just override that. But the cookie mixture won't exist in there. So if I go back to the bowl, oh, I didn't just click on it. It's literally on my screen. So I'm getting told about this trigger. So this trigger needs a component. Yeah, okay. So if we go into here and we go create bowl trigger. Because it's kind of not the responsibility of the bowl to do that. It's the responsibility of the mixture. I just need a guy in the middle to jimmy the logic across. Let that build. Come on. I need to set up the new Unity thing where you can specify different assembly domains. And then I can separate some of my code, because I know some code's not going to change ever, and it gets rebuilt every time you make any change, which is crippling. So he now has a bowl trigger. Let's go back to the pickup. And we're going to say if you have a bowl trigger, ow. I kind of need to tell it about myself, I guess. Handle pickup. And if I give it this, so it'll get a hand pickup trigger in bowl trigger. I'll fill them in a bit. I don't need any of that. I don't need that. We have a public method of handle trigger pickup, which takes a hand pickup trigger. Give it a hand. Whee. Put a dummy on that. In the start, we're gonna have to get. We need the mixture really, but I don't think we have a mixture yet. We don't have a mixture until create mixture is called, which is called in start. So let's just get the bowl, and then we'll make a public access. Do we need public access to mixture? We definitely need the bowl that it belongs to. There's no hiding behind that. So bowl equals get component in parent bowl. If we didn't get a bowl, let's just debug log error. There's the log error format, isn't there? Yeah, and name. Fail to locate a bowl in any parent of the bowl trigger name. Just so we've got some useful information if this fails. Autocomplete's a pain sometimes. Okay, so if we fail to get the mixture, return. And then in the bowl, somewhere in here, I'll do public mixture, get mixture, return mixture. What is this song? Oh, it's a belter, but there is a bit of a musical at the start. Let me fast forward a little. Okay, we skipped a minute. It's the only problem with using YouTube for music. Seriously, let's just get the music going. There we go. Boom. 1 minute 50 for anyone that cares on this video. So we have a mixture now, hopefully. So let's just debug log. Debug log pickup mixture. Just so I know that we've actually got here. He's got a bowl trigger. He'll find the bowl, which will give him a mixture at runtime, because the mixtures doesn't exist until you start a recipe. So when you put your hand in here, the problem is it'll just keep spamming pickup mixture. We need to then pick some up. So I guess it's by spawning a pick a bubble of mixture, of a clump of mixture, which means this code's wrong. This code is wrong because we say, oh no, we say we are, no, nothing to pick up. It's already picked up. Already have a pick a bubble, don't allow more. Yeah, no, that's fine. So we'll get this once if we put a pick a bubble in his hand. Yeah. And then when we drop that clump of mixture, I'm going to stop doing this weird hand action. When we drop that clump of mixture, you'll be able to pick up another one. Because if you drop it in the bowl, it needs to magically combine it back into the mixture. Did I ever remove that debug code from the loading stuff? No. I just sleep randomly for 4 seconds. I get why that one exists, that one doesn't need to exist. I can save 2 seconds on load time. Obviously there is no mixture to pick up at the moment, so we'll have to check that. We'll have to check the mix ratio is greater than 0. In fact, I should probably not allow it unless this is the current recipe stage. That gets messy. Pick up mixture. See, I didn't expect that to say pick up mixture. I didn't even get to say it until I actually attempted to pick something up. Pick up a volume trigger. Ah. What causes pickup object to fire? That's the hand. Yeah, so the hand says if you've put 3 fingers down, try and pick something up. So in which case, we'll say create one, and then if that is still equal to null, oh, that's not going to work though, is it? Yeah, let's not do that. That's dumb. So we're going to change this so that when you put your hand in the bowl, it tells it to handle a pickup, and then it may or may not set something, but we'll just return out of that anyway, because we'll have spawned one, and then I'll actually pick it up. So pick up, picked up. Yep. This song's doing my heading was just like a bloody film. I don't know if this is correct. This is where sort of an event aggregation system would be really nice. We could spawn an event here saying we requested this be pick up, and then handle it completely modularly. I can't say that word. So that's now going to return a pickupable. It's just going to return null if there's no mixture. And I guess if the that's not for debugging, because it'd be useful to get into here. So let's just try adding something weird. Mixture, what, clump? Let's just spawn a new game object. This isn't how we'll do it in the end. We'll put something on. The mixture will know what his children look like. And so mixture clump, add component, pickupable. Does that return itself? It does. So let's then just return that. But what we'll also do is go mixture clump, add component, and we'll add a mesh renderer. Is there a way of making just a sphere quickly in Unity? Game object create primitive. Nice. Let's see what else there was. Okay, nothing fancy. Name equals mixture clump. Just because I see it in the scene, I'm like, what the hell is this? So now I don't need that. I add a pickupable to it. Job done. Oh, but just adding a pickupable won't work. It's gonna need a rigid body on it. Rigid body. It might need a sphere collider, but let's presume it doesn't. Let's build that and get that to whirl. Whoops. Slowly let that build. And let's get that underway. I'm still not sure what I'm trying to achieve here. It's not a simple thing to do a physics-based game in Unity. It doesn't help I'm a perfectionist. And I'm sure people will look at this and go, well, it's far from perfect. And by God, do I know it. So I should be able to put my hand in here. Return a pick up a ball. Will that reset? I don't even know what this is. I'll set that to something, and it'll get cleared when you call trigger exit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't position it. Mixture clump. He's slowly falling. Mixture clump, why? Oh my God, he's massive. The mixture clump did get made. This is the fun of physics games, though. You can just twat things. Like his entire arms of physics space, so you can just hit them and they move out of the way. Woo! Woo! I'm a simple man. So it made it. That's kind of the wrong place for it to be made, though. It needs to be made in here. I don't want to make it. So mixture clump transform position equals hand dot transform dot position. So yeah, again, I think this is the wrong place. So maybe let's go back to making this just a game object. We don't need to render anything yet. Let's leave it as a sphere. I don't even know. I'm going to return this pickupable. I don't want it to move. It has to stay where it is. So let's not have a rigid body on it yet. But it has to have a rigid body, or else I won't be able to pick it up. I want you to put your hand in the ball. Nothing happen. Then when you grab, it needs to spawn a mixture. Okay? So I'm doing this at the wrong point. So let's. This is a bit of a pack. Mixture in trigger. Return the mixture. Wow, that's not a word. Get mixture. Change that to. Why would it delete stuff? Get mixture. And then private mixture and trigger. Get rid of that return. So we're going to set a mixture in trigger. And then if we have an active mixture, we can't get another mixture. So if the pickable is null and the mixture in trigger is null. In fact, let's invert the logic. If that's not equal to null, do this. And then if mixture mixture in trigger is not equal to null, then we want to do something like this again. So if it's a trigger and it's a bold trigger, in fact if the bold trigger is not equal to null, return. No, it is equal to null. What am I doing? Who am I? If the bold trigger is not equal to null, and the bold trigger get mixture is equal to the mixture in trigger, then we just moved our hand out of it. So then we've cleared the mixture in trigger. So you can do pickups again. Then on pickup, so if blah, 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 so if the pickup in trigger is null and that is null, oh, we already have a pickup, don't do anything. Okay. Then if the mixture in trigger is not equal to null, we've got a mixture. And we say pickup in trigger is that right? Is equal to mixture in trigger dot create handful for this. And then we'll clear out the mixture in trigger. Because we've now got a pickup in it. That can't be null. Okay, so if that is null, return. Well, it can't be null. Okay, right, do you know what? No, it really can't be null. So then that's the mixture that now handles that. So we need to get a pickupable from a handful, which takes a hand pickup trigger. Hand. And we're going to return null, which means that could have been null. So then if I debug log in here, let's make sure I've got the flow right before I get to implement actual picking up. Pick up a handful of mixture. I think that works. I've got a lot of crap open here, haven't I? Don't need that. Don't need that. Probably don't need that. This kind of seems pointless now. Does this bowl trigger? I could just say... Nah, let's leave it as that. I could just say getting parent if you're a trigger, but that... Let's be more explicit. Let that get going. Are we confident this is going to work? I'm not confident at all. Your hand goes in, it detects it's a trigger, we find a bowl trigger, therefore we get the current mixture that your hand's in, and we store that. And then we get out of here. This should never happen again while you have something active. If you take your hand out of it and we have a mixture, the other thing is a trigger, we see if it's the mixture that we already had in our hand and then we clear it, so that will let go of it. If we call a pickup and we have mixture, then we set the current pickup to be a correct handful. I think the logic's sound. Still feels like a hack. Not a hack, it just feels like the code's in the wrong place. The hand shouldn't have to know about a mixture. It should be more generic than that. But if it works, who cares? Can't see why it wouldn't work. It's not going to work now that I've built myself up in this confidence. Right. So let's open up this and let's not worry about all them warnings. I put my hand in, nothing's going to happen. Take my hand out. I put my hand in. I grab. Pick up handful of mixture. What? Katana? I never said your name. Why has Katana just turned herself on? You know what? Go away. I was like enjoying life. I think I'm nowhere near the Windows key. But I put my hand back in. Pick up mixture. But if I go here, I can pick up the ball. I think that worked, guys. That worked. Like how I planned it and shit. It's like I can program and solve logic issues. Only some days, sometimes I just make it up, but convincingly. So now in the mixture, he needs now to make a child. How do you make a child? Well, when a mommy and a daddy. Handful equals game object. Instantiate. Handful. Don't autocomplete. Is that even how you spell handful? Is handful even a word? Hand transform position. Hand transform rotation. So for now, let's just make a game object up here. A handful. So we'll make a new handful. And here we'll just say get component pick up bubble. We don't need to use game object because we're already inside the static namespace thingy-mabob. So that will make a handful and return the pick up bubble on it. Sounds good to me. Let that build. So a mixture is declared by the recipe. This was so I could add, like, on the chocolate chips mixture. In fact, I might set that up now. I'm going to make it so the last part of the mix adds little brown bits in. Little bits of rabbit poo. Or chocolate chips. Depends what kind of cookies you're making, I guess. Personally, I'm a chocolate chip fan. Rabbit poo is not my favourite. Pan flute, gotta love them. So at the moment I will leave it alone so that I don't have to move. I will just continue using the cake mixture. Now you see he takes a handful. So shall we make a handful of make a sphere. You can't make spheres, can you? Let's just make a cube. This is obviously not going to be a final art piece. I'm just making something that's squidgy. And just pretty random. I mean, there's a lot of ways I could have made that shape. This is probably not the most optimal. Yeah, I do. I look like a bit of cake mixture. Apart from being the complete wrong colour. We have a cake. Oh, it's literally next to it. Cake mixture handful. And we'll make a prefab of that. Oh, that's the wrong place. Let's break. And back to that. And then on that, click apply. Recipe. And in the cake mixture, we had some cake mixture handful. Then this guy gets a reference to that guy. And this guy can get deleted. Oh, but and then he needs a rigid body and he needs a pickable bubble. As for collider, Yeah, let's have a convex collider, that's fine. Should work. Should. I'm just clicking all the saves. I don't even know what I'm doing. So now it should create one. Let's, rather than saying it should, let's breakpoint it up and see what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to put my hand in this bowl, magically pull out some sponge even though there's no sponge in it. That's a separate issue, but we'll fix that issue in a minute. See, for like the cookie one, what I'll probably do is I'll probably pull out cookie shaped mixture sort of things that then you can just put down nicely in the baking tray, but then have them animated. I'm showing this with my hands and no one can see anything. So animated, just a small thing, and then make them go up and bigger, like the sponge cake sort of does. It rises in the oven. Single player. Cookies. Cookie. It's a fun word to say. I hope everyone else is sat shouting the word cookie. Okay. So we end up in here. The hand is a hand. We create a handful. I don't really need to parent it anyway. And we get the pick a bubble. So now we have a pick a bubble. We tell it that it's picked up. And there we go, there it is. Okay, why can't I pick this up now? Something hasn't been reset. Put a breakpoint there. And it says, see, it thinks I have a pickup. It thinks I have that still. See, but I've set the, so I should end up in this, shouldn't I? I should have ended up in there. Do I ever reset? How do I reset current pick a bubble? Yeah, it should have. I've got too many breakpoints on now, and Christ. Continue. So it thinks it's released it, but it never called that. So if I go, fuck, put my hand back on this. Can I pick up the ball now? Yeah. That was weird. Let's get rid of that mixture. Anyone got any ideas why that happened? Right, so I got it. That needs to happen after that has happened. So we're going to call release object. The current pickup is that, yeah. And we clear the current pickup bubble. But then it doesn't cause trigger exit. Why doesn't it cause trigger exit? Anyone got any ideas? I wonder if I'm spawning it outside of the trigger so it's already exited. Pickup trigger? Yeah, there we go. So if I show that around the pivot, do you get what I mean? When I create the guy and position him, if I'm spawning him outside of the trigger, so this is probably wrong, because that's going to spawn it at the origin of the pickup trigger. I need to spawn it at the center of the origin of the bounds of the collider. Ah. I think. Oh, excuse me. Because now if I go down and pick this up and drop it again, then it'll... I feel like I should have made them like circular, so this is actually applicable. Let's quickly do that. So much crap in this thing. Beautiful. You know, you sat here someone badly modelling a circle, didn't you? When you woke up this morning, is that what you thought you'd be doing? Right. That's going to be an issue as well. So let's go like that and set to pivot. Whoop. And let's scale him down a little bit more. Pick a number. Someone pick a number, please. 1.15. I suppose if I look at it in relative scale to the baking tray's gone. That'll do. I wonder if rather than, let's take that out of here. Okay, so it's just going to spawn it randomly in the world. And then we do something like that and just position it afterwards. So then we already have the pickup trigger set, so then if this does end up calling this, the pickup trigger will already be ourselves. You could no. Yeah, let's leave it as that. That just broke my brain, so I just made noises. Alright, let's get that going. I haven't said a word in about a minute then. Sorry, my brain was just trying to process what the hell I'm doing. I need sleep and coffee and food. Probably not in that order. I don't know why this camera loves to zoom in so much. Skip. Let's skip this song. There we go. So I put my hand in here. And I grab and I get some cookie that, oh my god, that looked beautiful, didn't it? Didn't anyone see that? And I drop it. What? So it's still not clearing it. Levitation, Holmes! That's what I didn't get. Like, I should better put. I have to pick up and drop the same item, don't I? That's how you reset it. Oh, that looks healthy. Fucking tin hand. This is why you can't have objects too thin in Unity? Oh my god. Well, let's just imagine I've got a new nice bracelet. That's not far off from working. you know, and the whole bracelet thing. Let me just pull that off. Kinematic. Shoop. Turbs it go. And make it non-kinematic. There we go. Wow, my depth was well off then. Why won't you let me pick it up? Let's move my tray. Okay, we got him. We got him. One. Okay. Let's put some. I kind of want some trace log in here, really, but let's just hit this. I might end up just putting a little log in here, and then I can watch the flow of execution. Yeah. You do conditional breakpoints in Unity. That'd be really handy right now. So a conditional breakpoint allows this breakpoint to hit if an expression evaluates to true. So if it is not equal to null, then we should hit that. Whoop. Let me just move my arm. I've got confused where my arm is. Okay, so other is base. See, never. Fuck's sake. Thin objects are the bane of my fucking life. I think I've hit a breakpoint now. I don't want to be time out. There we go. We free. It's weird, isn't it? On trigger exit, it's not getting called. I wonder if it's because on trigger enter is never called. Okay, so as a alternate fix, if we get to here and that's not equal to null, if pick up, if current do that, no, that's dog shit. Let's just control Z that. What I actually mean is if you have released the object, if that is not equal to null, then it is null. And that is null. Is that what I mean? Is that what I mean? Does anyone know what I mean? Is anyone listening? I don't think anyone's even listening. Just wee, my chair just laid down. Oh my god, that's awesome for stream though, isn't it? Oh my god! And then it slowly zoom. Slight tangent. This again feels like a hack. I don't get why on pickup on trigger exit isn't called. Because it exits. I should probably exit Steam while streaming. And Discord. I've done it, don't worry. Single player, kitchen, cookies. That's a good idea. I could return null if you're using on a mixture where you're not meant to use your hands, and then it just does not allow you to pick it up. Right. Okay, I got some cookie dough. I don't want to drop it yet. I want to attach a breakpoint. Pink, plunk. Okay, so if I release, something's already cleared it. Bugger. Can I trick it? Can I just set that to null? So what happened there is this got cleared to null because in here I say if you've left that. So if the mixture is null and the current pickup bubble is null, then clear it. If you've picked something up though and got your hand in the X. Okay. Bum bum bump, ba-dump, ba-dump. Right. Select a recipe. Fish! Do some work. Buy an Oculus and go play Payday VR 2. Some of them words, not necessarily in that order. on payday, binoculars. 2 of them, 1 for me. That's exactly what I meant. So I should be able to grab some cookie dough. And then find the code, put a breakpoint in. I have one. I have a DK2 though, don't I? It's crap. It doesn't have any hand things. Controllers, also known as. Close that, close that. It should mean I can now wander over here and pick up the bowl again. Okay. Technically I should use the same hand, shouldn't I? That means I have the most misshapen cookie dough ever. Let's check it works with both hands. Got one in there. I got one in there. That's glorious. Now, can I draw a penis in cookie doughs? These are the real questions. Nailed it. So now I imagine when I pick up the baking tray, this is going to go terribly wrong. Ooh. Ooh. Now when I crouch, I feel like gravity is going to have a problem. I mean, that could have gone a lot worse. Oh my god. Oh. Yep, still got him. Boom. You can put cookies in a bowl. Right, so that allows me to complete the last stage of that, well, that one. And that needs to say grab 12 hands. Let's update that. And then download that. Cut that and paste it into assets, content, language, paste. I'm just going to dance for a bit. Right, now let's fix up a few of the edge case bits. So in bowl trigger, what am I doing? Then do that. Otherwise return null, which now means I can't grab mixture from nowhere. Then in the mixture, if handful is equal to null, return no. Meh. I like that. That's risky though, isn't it? Yeah. So if handful is null, return null, and we don't do badness. And then in the pickup trigger, if that is null, there's nothing to do. Otherwise, position it in your hand. Yeah. So now you can only create one if you've got one specified. You can only pick one up if you've got mixture. Sponge cake recipe. Oh, that's got to build. Boo. I don't know why I did that. I thought I'd have a look into your soul. There wasn't much there, I'll be honest. So this specifies the cake mixture. And a cake mixture specifies it has a cake handful, which is wrong. Let's duplicate that and call that cookie mixture. Rename that to cookie. And that we set to none. So these cake mixture, and you are going to use. Why was that such a? Oh, they've collapsed that. Put that to cookie mixture. It's great. Absolutely great. Why do so many songs on YouTube start with silly videos? There we go. Just wasted a minute of my life listening to someone talk. Just a minute. Don't waste any of your. You don't waste your life by listening to random people on the internet talk. They're very interesting and make games. Yeah, that was a bad thing to say. So hopefully, I've got 5 minutes left before I'm going to go. But let's try and make a cookie. You can't make a cookie. The code's not there. But we can attempt to see the progress made today. So we have a baking tray, and you should be able to pick things out of the bowl and put them on the baking tray. Should. In theory. Potentially. Okay, stage 1. Combine 225 grams of butter and 175 grams of the 2 sugars. Okay, butter. I think that first one's going to be about 225, right? Ah, that's close enough. And grab some sugar. Yeah, I'll get going. I mean, 175, like a boss. Oh, and that's the telephone. I'll be 1 second. Sorry about that. Right, where was I? Brown sugar. Okay. Is this another song with words at the start? Words everywhere. Oh, now I've messed up my brown sugar getting annoyed with words. Yeah, that's close enough. You live there now. I've dropped my spoon. Okay. Okay, mix that up. A little bit of mixture in there because I really messed up the sugar. Is that mixed? Sure is. C. Pretty rubbish. Let's grab some eggs. One egg. Let's twin egg this. 2 eggs. Two eggs. I think it says beat in, which means you need to beat them. Okay, that beating. It's glorious. Gloriously pathetic. Oop. Okay. Eggs done. This is the bit that's a pain in the ass. Gradually add 50 grams of flour and mix. I need a spoon as well as a bag of flour. Oop. It's positioned nicer for that. Move my spoon out of the way. Let's just position myself a bit. So 50 grams. Okay, and then give it a mix. I am terrible at mixing. Okay, and then that's meant to be 100 grams. Mix that up. And then 150 grams. That's pretty close. Give that a mix. 200, pretty poor. It's easier when you go wrong because then your next one's only a little one. Whoa! Okay, and then up to 350. Oh, it's almost 350. I got an A. That's the hardest step, and I got an A. It's quite forgiving, to be fair, because it's bloody solid. Okay, and then 75. Wow, I bet I can do that again. And then mix that. I don't think this stage is actually a thing. Let's see. Yep. And then let's drop these. So I really need to go. Let's just try and grab a handful. I got a handful. Let's try and grab another handful. I got a handful. Then we need to put our cookies on the baking tray. 1 and 2. Cookies. We're getting there. We should be there next week. I'm pretty happy with that. But now I am going to go, so let's quickly go find somebody to host, if I can remember how to do that. Let's do that. But thanks for watching, guys. It's been a laugh.